Well, welcome to another edition of A Dose of Vitamin J. This is Jay Block. I'm sitting out here on the balcony today here in South Florida. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it is raining. Been raining quite a bit. But better than snow and better than cold. It's about 65, 68 degrees. And I guess all is well here in Florida. Hope you're doing well as well. And if I haven't wished you a Happy New Year personally before, Happy New Year as well. Today we're going to talk about a topic called 3 important tips for midlife career change. Career changes for 30, people at 30 years old. You say, well, midlife crisis at 30 years old, how's that possible? Well, I've noticed that an awful lot of people that I talk to and work with who are in that age group, I have 2 sons who are in that age group, when they're going through a career change at age 30, a midlife career change at age 30, they actually feel like they're going through a midlife crisis. So let me share with you very quickly 3 important tips for changing careers at age 30. Tip number 1, identify and follow your values. What do I mean by that? Well, my definition of a value is something that makes you happy. A value is something that makes you happy. So if you value freedom, if you value a short commute, if you value flexible working hours, if you value benefits, these are things that may make you happy. So it's really important to know what your values are, what makes you happy at work. Believe it or not, most people don't. So take more than a few minutes. Take a half an hour, 45 minutes, and just write down a list of things that if they were in place in a work-life situation that would make you happy, what would they be? So just write them down. As I had mentioned, short commute, X amount of dollars. I want to make $50,000 a year. I want opportunity for advancement. What are those things that you want in a job or in a new career that are important to you? Write them all down. So you just answered the question, what's most important to me in my next career? What's most important to me in my next job? What's most important to me in my next work-life opportunity that would make me happy and that would enrich my whole life? So answer those questions. Once you've come up with it, maybe you'll come up with 15, 20 or whatever, I'm telling you, whittle it down to about 8. 8's a good number, 6 to 8. Because I have learned over the years that 6 to 8 things makes 90% of the difference. So I believe there's about 6 to 8 things that makes up 90% of your happiness and well-being in your next job. So jot those down. Once you know what makes you happy, then you begin to attract those opportunities as well. So number 1, if you're misaligned with your values, you can't be happy. Number 2, ignorance is not bliss. So knowledge is power. Know what makes you happy. Know what those values are. And number 3, then pursue opportunities that will give you that type of happiness in a job. Okay, number 2 of the 3 tips. Brand yourself as indispensable. What do I mean by that? I don't mean irreplaceable. I mean indispensable. Indispensable means vital, essential, important, critical, valuable to an employer. So what skills, what areas of expertise, what qualifications, what traits, even consider intangible value. What do I mean by intangible value? A reputation is an intangible. If you've had 15 years of experience in nuclear power, that 15 years, it's not a skill, though you use skills, but 15 years experience isn't a skill, it's not a trait, it's not a qualification, it's just an intangible. It's a subtle type of valuable asset that a company would find, again, valuable to them. So number 2, brand yourself as indispensable. When you create a resume, when you create a LinkedIn profile, when you know inside of you that you bring the skills and expertise to a job that really does make you a valuable asset, indispensable, employers will notice. And number 3 is hire a coach or seek out a mentor. Look, just study successful people, whether they're athletes, entertainers, business leaders, maybe it's your uncle, your aunt, your sister, your brother, I don't know. And I'll bet in most cases they have a coach, they have been coached, or they have a mentor that's helping them along the way. Here's something I've learned in my 63 years on this planet, and that is Almost nobody makes it alone. We all need people around us to save us from those trial and errors. Look, if you want to go through the next 3 or 4 years doing trial and error type of thing, go ahead and do that. But why go through that? If somebody else has gone through those trial and errors, or they have the experience to reduce the time it takes to get from point A to point B, for you to make a career change at age 30, a midlife career change at age 30, why not benefit from the people who you surround yourself with? Here's something to write down. Never begrudge the investment you make in your better future. Never begrudge the investment that you make in your better future. If you don't make the investment in your future, who will? So that's it. 3 important tips for midlife change, changing careers at age 30. Number 1, identify and follow your values. Number 2, brand yourself as indispensable. And number 3, hire a coach or seek out a mentor. That's it. Thanks for joining me today on another dose of vitamin J. Hope you enjoyed it. Changing careers at 30, identifying and following your values, branding yourself indispensable, and seeking out a coach and mentor. Join us, and I invite you to join me and join us on our website, www.jayblock.com, JAYBLOCK. That's it for today. Have a great day. Have a great week. See you next time on a dose of vitamin J.